Hello, and welcome to our first edition of the Term 4 newsletter. Now, before I begin, can I just thank Mrs. Lisa Calisay for stepping into my role as acting principal during the whole month of September I had off. So during my absence, Lisa did an outstanding job, and I thank you for supporting her and working with her. Can I share with you elements of my trip? As you all know, that I went to Belgium, to the town of Leuven, which is a university town where they have 60,000 students in the town that attend KU Leuven University. We had a wonderful time. I was one of 50 principals from Australia who attended the course at KU Leuven. And, you know, we had principals from South Australia, a huge delegation from South Australia, principals from Darwin, principals from Townsville, and principals from the Brisbane Diocese. And so we all spent 17 days together doing the KU Leuven intensive course. Now, KU Leuven is just about 15 minutes train trip outside of Brussels, which is, as you know, the main city in Belgium. And we had a great time. Look, the days were intense, and this is why they call it the intensive course. We started every morning with Mass at 8:30, and that was followed by 3 90-minute lectures. Okay, so most days we'd get back to our hotels at 5:30 of an afternoon. What we learnt about was Catholic identity. Now, I'm sure I have written to you about this in previously, that as of 2023, Bishop Vincent has committed the Catholic Schools Parramatta Diocese, CSPD, to embark on a dialogue about the Catholic identity. And the dialogue, as you well know, is in the form of a survey, which thank you for those parents who did, filled in. All the students filled in the survey, and all the staff filled in the survey as well. And the survey was about our Catholic identity. Bishop Vincent has also sought to partner with KU Leuven University, because they are leading the world in research on Catholic identity. And they use a method called the EXI method, which basically stands for enhancing Catholic school identity. Now, we went to the university to learn more about the design of the survey, what the questions meant, and also how to analyze each school's results. Because what happens is, once you do the survey, we send all the results to Belgium for them to develop an EXI report. Okay, and that was the nature of the course. Fairly intensive, but rather enjoyable. Throughout, the weekends were very good, because Belgium is very central, and it's a 2-hour train trip to London, for example. 1-hour train trip to Amsterdam, 2-hour train trip to Paris. And so we took that opportunity to spread our wings and to see all parts of Europe. I want to bring to your attention, on the first weekend, we had a compulsory excursion to Flanders Fields. And wow, what an experience. What a very emotional experience to see the graves and the battlefields where our diggers once fought for our freedom. Very enriching experience, and I know that we wear the poppies on Anzac Day, And I'm led to believe that that red poppy was mentioned in the poem inspired by John McCrae called In Flanders Field. So whenever we recite that poem, I would recite it with great verve and energy because I know what happened at the Battle of Flanders in Flanders Fields. Now, we've also had the HSC begin, okay? I think the students are into their third week of the HSC. The beginning was quite difficult. English paper wasn't easy, and then closely followed by the maths. So the students didn't have a good time in starting the HSC because the first two exams were fairly difficult. And I ask you to continue to pray for them, and those families who have a child doing the HSC, we wish you well, support them, because I think we're over the halfway point right now. And of course, the rest of the school is busy with their exams as well. That's all for me for this edition. Thank you, and take care.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of From the Classroom. Today, we're going to be having a look at a particular subject called Marine Aquaculture. Let's go have a look. Okay, welcome to the Science Hub. My name is Louie Tiglao. I'm the instructional lead of science here at San Sofia. And here we have Mr. Shannon Templeton to talk to us a little bit about marine aquaculture. Shannon, tell us about this subject because there's a lot of students that are always interested in selecting this for Stage 5. Can you give us a bit of insight on what takes place?
Yeah, absolutely. So in Marine, we focus on learning and using skills that we learn in theoretics, in science, and practicality in Marine. So we learn about pH testing and salinity in Stage 4 science. We learn to do that in practicality with the fish tanks and testing all their water quality. We do different things like looking at marine mammals, rock platforms, growing crustaceans. Our kids grew some sea monkeys this year and learnt about their life cycles. We've had hermit crabs, fish tanks. It encompasses everything from conservation of animals to maintenance and understanding what the world around us is.
Okay, so today we have two students from Marine and Aquaculture talking to us about their experiences within the subjects. We have James and Jessica. So let's start with this particular question. What was it about this subject that interested you and made you want to choose this as an elective?
Well, for as long as I can remember, I've always had this drive and passion for living things, whether it's on land, in the sea, or in the air, particularly when it comes to animals in the water. I was always looking in the little rock pools for little creatures or anything that I could find and look at, because it just had such a drive. It was so fascinating to me.
What about yourself, Jess?
I've also loved animals for a very long time, especially predatory animals like saltwater crocodiles and great white sharks. And I've always loved snorkeling, so as soon as I saw marine and aquaculture as an option, I was like, I have to take it because it will allow me to learn about animals in school instead of just reading books. And yeah, it's just been really great and being able to do it over the past 2 years and learn so many new things that I could never have learned just from reading books.
So Jessica, you have now done marine for 2 years. Over those 2 years, tell me a little bit about your favourite memories that we've had in class.
Probably one of my favourite memories was when we first started and put our fish into our fish tanks last year. Being able to finally have like some fish on my own and not just a simple goldfish, and being able to learn and actually have that hands-on experience of being able to properly take care of fish was so amazing, and being able to share it with my friends. Like I shared a tank with my friend Victoria, and it was so fun getting to learn from each other and learn from our fish and getting to name and feed. And like now this year, I get to do that with our hermit crab grub, and he's been great. They're very different to a fish. He has his own personality. He likes to climb. can tell when he's happy inside. It's amazing the way so many creatures are different. And also getting to learn CPR and first aid, getting the hands-on experience and knowing how to save someone is also really fun. And it's just all the memories I've made with my friends.
James, you've been doing Marine in Year 9 this year. Tell me a little bit about your memories and your favourite parts.
Well, I've got a long way to go, but I have to say a true highlight of what this subject has to offer is being able to look after and care for fish of your own. Like we just said, it's a very, very rewarding experience to have something living and breathing in your care and making sure that they are feeling balanced and comfortable, that all their needs are met. It's such a rewarding experience, and you learn so much about simple little creatures with simple little needs and choices and things that you really get to see the bigger picture of how these creatures work, and you start to notice that they have their own personalities, and you notice that, you know, there's something more to what's on paper. And when you get to really have a living, breathing creature that in your care and you learn so much about, it's just such a rewarding experience to really just have that in a school environment where usually projects are just, you know, hypothetical, or hypothetically if we had a fish tank. But in this subject, you actually get to have a fish tank and take care of fish that you hand select, hand pick, and watch them grow and flourish, their life cycles, how they live, eat, reproduce. And watching that all unfold in a classroom setting is such a rewarding and such a nourishing experience for young people, and I think it's really good.
Earlier this year, we took you to the rock platforms. Can you tell me a little bit about what your experience was and what you found interesting in that experience?
Yeah, that was a truly incredible day out. It was quite a rainy day, but, you know, we pushed through it and we made it happen. And I got to spend time with my friends. We got to go down and we got to actually go and see the ocean, not just learn about it in the classroom, but we got to actually experience the raw power of the ocean. We saw the waves crashing on the rocks. We saw the organisms living in the wild, living out their natural behaviors, which was such a beneficial experience, especially in the subject, which when you apply the practical to the theory, it really just makes it so worthwhile, you know, and just such an incredible experience. You really learn about things that often get overlooked, like that snail on that rock has a whole scientific name. He has different foods that he likes to eat. He has predators, he has prey, and it's just something that's very tangible to you to grasp onto and to realize that a lot of things that we just overlook, you know, and it's such an amazing, the amount of natural wonder and beauty that's just right outside our doorstep. And I feel like when we went on that excursion, I truly felt that, and it was very, very rewarding experience to be part of.
Awesome. Jess, tell me a bit about your experience.
Despite the rain, it was so fun getting to learn how to use the different tools on how to test salinity and the temperature of the water, and just being able to see how truly diverse the amount of species are on the rocks themselves. So like the 3 different platforms had so many different creatures. There was birds, there was snails, there was fish, like even all the different plant types were so amazing, and the anemones and the sea urchins. Being able to hold like 4 different like massive sea snails at a time was pretty awesome. And the instructor was really cool as well. Being able to go on that walk and being able to see the Aboriginal site where you can see where hundreds of years ago, you can see how they would hunt the fish and how they would use their tools, which was really cool being able to see that history as well. And even just my friends and being able to experience how different even just the mid-platform, the top platform was. It's amazing to see how diverse everything was and how fun it was, despite the rain.
Beautiful. So what I'm hearing is that a lot of what you've been doing in Marine is tangible, and you're actually using your science skills that you learn about theoretically in normal science class to be able to use it tangibly in Marine.
Yeah. like we be able to make many connections between different lessons, and like even seeing like blue bottles on the floor and the seashells, and being able to see the shells before we dissolved it in the hydrochloric acid was really cool.
Great. I just hope that with everything that you've learned over the 2 years, over the year, including hopefully next year, that you're able to take that into some form of a career that will allow you to do every single day that you're out there. And it's just so great to see the passion that the students, not just the two of you, but I can see it from the rest of the class, the passion that you all have for this subject.
Thank you.
No worries at all. And thank you to the two students who joined us today. And thank you all for watching this segment of From the Classroom. See you next time.
Hi everyone, my name's Mr. Morgan, the instructional coach here at Santa Sofia and one of the sport coaches. Today I'll be unpacking some of the awesome achievements that these two young students have achieved throughout the year. We have CJ from Year 5 and we have Milla from Year 7. So firstly girls, welcome and thank you for the time allowing us to interview you. CJ, we might start with you. So can you tell our community why Mr. Morgan might be interviewing you around any sporting achievements over the year?
So Mr. Morgan has been interviewing me because I've went to a bunch of sports previously for McKillop and also Parramatta Diocesan.
Excellent. So you say sports as in more than one?
Yes.
Okay, let's unpack that. What sports have you represented McKillop at or the school at this year? I believe there's two?
Yeah.
All right, what are they?
So for McKillop, I have been representing rugby union early in the year, and then later in the year, not too far from today, I played league for McKillop.
Excellent. So let's unpack that again. McKillop means you are going to represent basically half of the state's diocese for those two sports, not rugby league and rugby union.
Yes.
And I believe for rugby union, you even went on to represent this team and also win. Is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent. And for rugby league, you're part of this development program now for McKillop where you get to work on some skills. Very good. CJ, that is awesome. Tell us a little bit more about your rugby, please. Are you fast? Are you strong? Where can we expect to find you on the field in rugby league and rugby union?
So for rugby league, I am either a first receiver, dummy half, or fullback.
Yep.
Sometimes they put me in lock, which is not really my position, but I don't really mind.
I would love to coach you, CJ. Sounds like you're quite useful. Okay, we can put you anywhere.
Yeah.
I encourage the community to keep an eye out for you. Maybe on TV, we might see you one day. Okay. CJ's also represented the diocese in some athletics and cross country as well. So quite an athlete.
Yeah.
Milla, you have just represented not only the region and zone, but potentially a bit further. Can you talk to us about your sport, your event, tell the community why we might be interviewing you today?
Yeah, so I do athletics and cross country, and for both of them I made it to New South Wales All Schools, and I recently participated at All Schools for athletics, and I came second in the 800 and third in the 400.
Okay, let's break this down and jump in if I'm wrong. You've gone to school athletics and cross country and done extremely well, moved on to zone and done the same thing for kind of 200, 400, 800 meters. Then gone on to New South Wales Triple C, where you kind of represented all the Catholic schools. Now you're going to all schools, and is that potentially open to every New South Wales high school student?
Yeah.
And you've come second in the 800 and done extremely well in the 400. Milla, that's outstanding.
Thank you.
So we have two very young athletic students here at Santa Sofia. Certainly we are very proud of them. What's next for you, Milla?
Well, next year in April I'll be competing at the Little Athletics Australian Athletics Championships, and I will be competing in the 400 and the 800.
Nationals, we believe possibly in Brisbane in April. 400 meters, 800 meters. We will be keeping an eye for you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. CJ, what's next for you?
Hopefully that I'm going to progress being like the best like sportsmanship player I can be, and just like progress throughout the years.
Excellent. CJ, no pressure. We won't judge you here. Rugby league, rugby union, where are you leaning towards? Which one do you like better?
It depends.
Okay.
Sometimes, because they seem the same, but they're actually very different. So I think I would probably be leaning more to rugby league.
Rugby league. Do you have an NRL team you favour?
I like the Broncos.
Very good, very good. Okay, I'm an Eels fan myself.
I like them.
Girls, very proud of both of you. Okay, we'll certainly keep our eye for both of those, all of the things you have mentioned. All right. Milla, CJ, we have a track up here. Would you guys like to have a race? Milla, how fast are we talking? 400 meters. What am I going to be?
102.
102. You know what? I think I'm a bit sore. I can't leave that. 102. Steve, what do you reckon you can do?
117.
117. I think you guys are the winners today. Well done. I'm ready. That would be funny. Oh, well done, Chloe. Hi everyone. I'm joined here with Mrs. Rachel Vechhio, who's going to tell us a little bit about what happened in the last week regarding All Saints Day.
Thanks, Chris. So last week in the School of Curiosity, we celebrated All Saints Day with our usual Friday morning mass in the chapel, which was filled to the brim, followed by special prayer circle liturgy in each classroom. We had lots and lots of parents come to visit for that, which was great to see. Then they engaged in some All Saints Day activities with their children in the classroom spaces, and of course level 2 was filled with lots of little saints, with all of our students getting into the spirit of All Saints Day and dressing up as a saint who inspires them.
It was an amazing day. And also this month we have a special tradition in the Catholic Church where we pray for the deceased members of our family and loved ones in this month of November. So there will be a book in the chapel where students can write down the names of their loved ones that will then be prayed for in our masses. Now that we're nearing the end of the year, it might also be worth mentioning that I will be moving on to another role in mission outside of Santa Sofia, and I will be leaving everyone in the very capable hands of Mrs. Rachel Vechhio, who will be the new leader of formation and mission for 2026. So congratulations, Rachel.
Thanks so much, Chris. I'm really, really excited to this next chapter about this opportunity. I'm very, very passionate about Santa Sofia. I'm very passionate about mission and formation and religious education. Previously, I've been an REC, a religious education coordinator, and I was privileged to be able to act in your role once before at Santa Sofia. So I'm really, really looking forward to continuing to lead and contribute to our wonderful college community in this role.
Thanks, Rachel.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Catherine.